Hi. Some of you may have seen some of Jordan Peterson's recent videos, the Exodus series that is on Daily Wire now, and the previews of that, some excerpts from it, and also his video about the Bible, his visit to the Bible Museum in the United States, along with some friends and colleagues in ministry. One of them that's been on twice, at least twice, with Jordan Peterson, including the Bible Museum trip, and in a personal interview, which I'll link at the end of this, is this man, Vishal Mangalwadi, I hope I'm getting that right, who is an Indian Christian. And I've had this book for about 30 years. Never got around to reading it till recently, because back in the 90s, when I obtained most of the books I have through our bookstore and business, we were quite involved, not only with the JW ministry, mostly to Christians, about how to witness to witnesses, but also New Age, Islam, unbelief in general, atheism, agnosticism, all forms of unbelief. The library at our store, by the way, for the use of the ministry, got to be 10,000 strong, so we had dozens of books on the New Age. I read quite a few of them, but unfortunately not this one. This is one I added to the list just recently, last year. And at the same time as I was reading it, Mangalwadi was interviewed by Jordan Peterson. That struck me as strange, because I'd never heard of him. Even this book I had forgotten I had. So here I was reading it, and I could now recommend it as one of the best books I have read on the New Age movement. And it has the extra credibility of being written by a man from India, which of course is the culture from which many New Age ideas derive. Why is that so important? Well, one of the things comes out in the Peterson interview, by the way, which is Vishal Mangalwadi says very plainly that we in the West have got the narrative wrong, how we are now being told to view colonialism and empire and the Western world in general, because after all it is mostly, at least nominally, Christian, how we're being told by our own media and educational institutions to view the West and Christianity is not how Indians view the West and Christianity. That's not the subject of this book, but if you go to the interview, I'll link at the end, you'll find out a lot about that. Let me read the back of the book, because I want to put this on our basic library for all Christians playlist. Millions have been inspired by the bold claims of the New Age movement, but many who have sought meaning and purpose in the New Age have become dissatisfied with their experiences. It has not brought them all the peace and love and truth they thought they would find in astrological guidance, mystical sexuality, spirit guides, reincarnation, or the human potential movement. Yet they have sensed that each of these points to something even greater, something beyond. Vishal Mangalwadi, born and raised in India, has seen and studied the New Age firsthand. In this book, he discusses New Age beliefs and searches for answers to the questions New Age adherents are asking. He takes readers on a journey to an authentic spiritual reality the West has overlooked in Jesus, the Son of God. This book, by the way, is published by InterVarsity Press, has high credentials, therefore anything they publish is well worth considering. Here's the table of contents. By the way, the subhead is after the title, When the New Age Gets Old, Looking for a Greater Spirituality. 1992 was the first publishing. The contents are these chapters, 9 of them altogether: the universe and the human mind, the background to New Age thought, let us make man in the image of his stars, that's about astrology and the New Age, spiritism, a balance sheet, UFOs, a religious experience, ? Tantric Sex, a celebration of life, and again a question mark. Doing ecology is being human. Vegetarianism, self and selfishness. The reincarnation of the soul. And the last chapter of My Course in Miracles. And then he has an epilogue, Finding Ourselves, and an appendix, From the New Physics to Hinduism, which focuses, interestingly, on the relationship between science and Christianity. Mangalwadi makes the point that modern science and technology could not have developed in any other culture but the Christian. And he makes it very emphatically. I think he also makes that point in the Jordan Peterson interview. So I'll put that one on as one of the links, the Peterson interview, which was only last year, and also our occult playlist, where books on not just the occult but on New Age and many other modern fascinations of the West are taken up. So this is now on our basic Library for Christians playlist, When the New Age Gets Old, Vishal Mangalwadi. See you soon.